You're listening to Those Dram Yinzers with your hosts, Jon and Zach.
Hey everyone, I'm Jon.
And I'm still Matt.
And welcome to a special edition of Those Dram Yinzers, where we drink days 17 through 21 of the Pittsburgh Whiskey Friends Whiskey Advent Calendar.
And guess about it.
Keep saying edition, special edition.
Special edition.
Special is just like I've had to like redo it a couple times.
This is a special whiskey report.
Special, yeah. Number 17?
We'll see if we get them 5 for 5 perfect right this time.
Ooh.
I can smell that already. Hang on.
Yeah, I could too. It's a wonderful vanilla caramel. Which everyone's like, yeah, those are standard. Leave me alone. That's what I smell.
Vanilla caramel, but I'm getting something else under there. I just don't quite know what.
I'm getting a little floral there.
Maybe something a little fruity.
Mm-hmm.
But not this, not apple or your other standard.
Yeah. That's different than that smells.
It's right, but I do like it.
It's got your spicy notes that you typically like. That's what I wrote down first, was spice up front.
Mm-hmm. Let's say spice forward.
Mm-hmm. Lingers in the finish with a decent hug. And that spice just kind of takes over the palate for me.
Yeah. I almost want to be out of the gate, be like, I know what this one is. But
Sure.
I could.
Go ahead.
Do you think it's black peppery spice?
Oh, you think this is...
like the thistlefinch black pepper?
No, because that is very distinct. Like,
yeah,
I just stuck like 3 shakes of black pepper on my tongue.
Mm-hmm.
No. Plus, I don't think theirs is this dark. Or is it now? Because it's been years since I've had it.
I don't remember. I have it in my kitchen, but I haven't had it in like 2 weeks. So I can't even really. But I only say that because it's a good amount of spice in there.
I'm getting a medicinal on the nose now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. When you say what do you mean?
There's a little bit of oak. I don't know, kind of like... I mean, it's probably mostly like the alcohol coming forward, but it's not like an offensive...
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not like something like that's just like super, super high in proof and it's just all you can taste.
The spice, yeah, it kind of like kills whatever else I might be chasing after. And if that's true, does that mean it's like definitely a rye?
Possibly, but I get tricked because Wild Turkey, is their bourbon tastes like a rye to me, so I'm always thrown off. I don't think this is that. I'm gonna put this at a downtown.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say rye, but I'm not 1,000% confident in that. It could be a very, very high proof bourbon, but I'm gonna say 110.
I said before I like the spice. You know what? I'll say 105 just to undercut you. This might be... I said last time I don't usually like to do it. This might be a throw it out for me because it is like taking over my mouth.
You're the one who says you love the pepper spice.
I know, but, controlled spice. Is this possibly, because I've been reading Dune, is this possibly some sort of Dune promotional whiskey? It's got
Doubt it.
the Arakeen spice in it.
Jesus.
And you're so right. It does not at all taste like what it smelled like.
No.
Which could mean that it's some sort of Wild Turkey or other type of deceptive bourbon, let's say.
I'm gonna stick with the rye. I'm gonna leave it as a downtown. Just because whether it's a rye or a high proof bourbon, it's got a lot of spice or proof on it that could be off-putting to some people. So
Like
if you like that, jump on this. But
yeah, it's a little bit rough. I have to finish it.
I know I'm saying 110, but I kind of want to go up now. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might just stick with 110 is my safe space.
Yeah, hug is I'm gonna say a creeping hug because it's truly hanging out.
It's there. It's definitely need to palate cleanse before going to number 18.
Yep.
Number 18. Now, I haven't scanned any of the QR codes on the label. Because, I mean, there's no hint with the song choice that they picked.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Each one has a
so,
different song.
Yeah.
You also probably can't play the songs.
I did
on a
anyway,
podcast.
because whatever. There's no, like I said, there's no hint, no nudge to what the whiskey is based on the song choice. So I figured just enjoy it yourself rather than us, like, spoiling that part.
Did they make a playlist?
I mean, the QR codes. The QR codes go to
YouTube links.
YouTube links, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, 18.
This is like a white grape.
Distinctive.
Like a white grape or like a raisin. That was a
Oh.
note. That was a note from one of the ones I did. The one I did by myself, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's what I was searching for before." A little spice on that.
I see what you mean. I'm gonna say, a light, like an almost floral on the nose. It's very flighty. Kind of matches to taste, I think. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. It's a spice, but it's more like cinnamon spice
Or
baking spices kind of.
spice,
Yeah,
baking
baking
spice,
spices. Yeah, thank you. I do get some of the sweeter notes, the typical vanilla, caramel. This is very light compared to 17.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It lingers. I still got like a tingling.
Tingling hug.
Yeah, I got a tingling hug, like kind of in the back. Not a crazy hug, so I'm gonna go because I think I'm under for the proof on 17. I'm just gonna stick with 100 for this one. It's got a lot of nice like bourbon sweetness notes on that front end.
Yeah.
Like I said, the stereotypical vanilla apple, caramel. Like those baking spices kind of take over in the middle and kind of stick the whole way through. It's a little oily.
Can't be worse than I remember there was one of these that you did where Zach was like hint of baby diaper.
Oh my god, which one was that?
was like
Yeah.
There was like it was some sort of like very like produced classic whiskey or whatever, but it was like like a vinegar-y
Yeah.
type note
Oh
or
yeah. And he
something.
was like, "This smells like dirty diapers. I'm out." And it was like a very, very decent. We'll have to search the archives for which one that one was.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
a little lost.
I'm with you on most of that.
I'm a little lost on what proof I got. The other two, just can't make up my mind about the rating.
It's a very light spice, so I want to say rye or
I'm leaning towards that, but it's got those sweeter notes.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep saying rye because whatever. That's my.
And
go-to.
then I said 90 proof, and I made it at downtown.
Yeah, I'm gonna say downtown as well. Downtown, possible change.
It's very light. I mean, it goes down pretty smooth. Well, smoother than the number 17.
Than 17. Yeah.
I do.
It's way more. It's way more of a. It's more of a casual whiskey. Like I would drink this one neat more often than 17.
We got to stop comparing.
I do what I want.
But yeah, I like that one quite a lot. Just not enough for a house. Don't be mad.
I don't care.
Oh, I'm talking directly to the whiskey makers.
Oh.
I assume they're listening.
Sure. Let's go with that. All right. What are we on? 19.
19-0. I want to say a little smoky on the nose. I'm trying to jump in here first because usually John goes first, and then I am like, you know what, John? You're right. I also think that. So I'm saying smoky nose and like a light sweetness. What do you think?
I'm saying a floral medicinal.
Not a lot of spice up front either. Just on the nose.
The sweeter part is there, but kind of underneath.
Medium hug, maybe a little bit of spice in there.
This tastes familiar.
Okay, there's a start.
Pretty light overall.
Yeah.
With the palate, I'm getting more of that like more subtle pepper, like those kind of spice. Not baking spices, but more like that kind of pepper spice.
Peppery spice, yeah. I see that. There's a little bit of a. I'm bad with the woods, but there's a little bit of a woodsy thing happening
Like
there.
an oak or like woodsy.
Oh, so that's different.
Oak is like, are you tasting the barrel?
Oh, I don't think so. Maybe.
There's sweetness.
Yeah,
there's a nice vanilla to it as well. It's not crisp.
Yeah.
So whatever the opposite of that would be, you know,
Blunt.
more earthy, I guess.
Maybe. It kind of the nose and the taste kind of match to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and say another downtown, and then let's get weird. I'm gonna say 87 proof, and I think it's got enough spice to be maybe a rye or no. I want to say almost no.
No. To me, no. So I'm gonna go Haas. I like that sweetness that kind of comes through as well.
Mm-hmm.
I said 100 proof. I'm not entirely like sold on that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's under 100. If it is, it's very slightly under 100.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is a bourbon over a rye.
I put straight whiskey.
Just regular whiskey.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
the thing.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just checking. That's a weird one. That's another one that feels like a real over the plate, down the middle type of heavier whiskey, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Number 20. This one is like super dark. If you look at all yours together.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, it's either pulled a lot out of the barrel or maybe it's like a finished. Again, this is without smelling or tasting
This
it.
is the sight test.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
What do you get?
that smells very like floral and very I don't know, I always go for light, but that smells like straight up breezy,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I get the floral.
Mm-hmm.
That's my initial. But I almost get a little bit of paint thinner.
Maybe.
Yeah. Subtle.
Well, all right. Well, if I really shove my nose in there,
Mhm.
maybe. Now if it is paint, paint thinnery,
Mm-hmm.
what would that
With
possibly
the
indicate?
alcohol.
The alcohol
Maybe.
level?
Yeah. That's my guess. It's almost like a wine.
Hmm.
Possible wine note.
Oh, maybe. Although this is one of the darker ones.
So it could be like a wine barrel finished.
That sounds like a really nice and educated guess.
Quite possibly could be.
Ooh. I think I like that quite a lot.
I do like that.
What does it taste like, though?
So I was just saying that the 19 was opposite of crisp. I think this has got a nice,
Yeah.
light, crisp front. It's a really nice caramel middle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I can drink that.
I don't
I've
know
been
if this is
I've been
actually
struggling.
finished, but like...
I've been struggling through some of these other ones.
Mhm.
I can drink that. Woo! Which might mean it's lower proof for me, honestly.
Again, there's some familiarity with this.
Honestly, almost like a sweet honey
Mm-hmm.
on the tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Really, man, really nice. And the hug is like quite faint. I'd
Lighter
say.
hug, but a lighter finish, I think I'd say.
Yeah.
But it's more of a late hug. A late but quick.
Mm-hmm. Man.
I do enjoy that. I don't think this is finished. My initial thought was, especially after the taste, and the nose, but that first taste, but after having a couple more times,
Yeah.
I don't think it is finished.
What do you think it is?
I'm gonna go 105 proof.
I'm gonna go 95, and I'm gonna say that's
I'm
a
not-
straight up Haas for me.
Yeah, I'm not sold on the type. I know it copping out by just saying whiskey, but like
I'll be the silly Billy on this one and say it's a finished whiskey.
I don't know if this is gonna be a bourbon. It just might just be just like a whiskey. It's as silly as that sounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying that to just be like, well, it's a whiskey because we know it's a whiskey, but like by definition, what's on the bottle?
You know what? Do you know why I think it's a finished whiskey?
Why?
Because I emptied my glass.
It does leave some like drier, like my mouth a little dry, kind of like from like having like a drier red.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like that one.
I mean,
Honestly,
yeah.
I finished what was in my glass.
At this point, I am spoiled by the fact that I do know about like sherry finished casks and things like that. But that one was. We've only got one more, so that might have been the highlight for me. We'll see.
And if that one was dark, this is the opposite.
Oh, this is This is like
This is really light.
this is almost
This is
as
like
clear
water.
as the pineapple one you showed me. Maybe
Yeah.
clearer.
Number 21. Right? I
This
got
looks straight up chemical. I should be drinking this out of a beaker. Smells quite nice though.
that. Subtle smoke, but a wonderful like fruit, floral, fruity. I don't know.
Let me clear the old taste buds. Okay, so on this one, I'm getting a bit of a breezy paint thinner that time, I think. Wow. Huh.
Give that a second. Yeah.
Yep.
Really dry up front. But the light peat notes come in towards the back middle. Kind of stick there with you.
Oh, that's
Little,
really nice.
Little dry on the finish. No real hug.
Yeah, you're right. Any touch of hug that I'm getting is just like the peat rolling in.
I mean, obviously, initially, I want to say like another Speyside Scotch. I don't think this is Japanese.
This is not. I would now because
It could be, but
we talked about this before because of the light color and these Scotchy notes we're getting. I would like to say Japanese or something like it, and I'd be willing to.
I always feel like the Japanese ones have like an extra note on there as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with Scotch, but I like this. I think this could be a beginner intermediate into possible Scotch.
An introductory Scotch. It's not what I think of when I think of a Scotch, but it is pretty. It's kind of beautiful. This one,
right, with it being so light on the peat, that's what makes me want to think that maybe it is Japanese.
I could also. I know this is sometimes anathema to whiskey folks, but I could also mix that, and you could do some sort of whiskey drink that just gives you that like hint of Scotchy peat in there. That would be pretty nice, man. That's a house for me. That is so gentle.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm gonna be you can do whatever you want. I'm gonna be the one to be like, this is some sort of Japanese. I think I've only myself had one or two of those, but
I had an initial thought that this could have been the St. George Baller, but there's more.
that one there?
But I was going to try it against it, but I just finished it. But there's more of a fruit note in there. There's that plum stone fruit that I'm not getting in this one. I don't think, because I searched for it. Final thoughts on these 5?
what's your proof on this?
Oh, I'm sorry. I said 85. Sorry.
85.
I thought I said that out loud.
I'll say 84. I'm gonna beat him on this one. We'll see. And I think it's some sort of Japanese.
I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Maybe this isn't a Scotch.
I don't know why. Now, I may be showing my
Screw it.
showing my whole
I'm
hind
jumping
here,
with you.
but I feel like some of these. There's that one particular brand where it seems like their whiskeys tend to be a little bit lighter in color, kind of like what I'm looking at. However, I don't know what goes into making it look like that or taste like that. That's good, man. I mean, sorry, I just finished my last little bit.
No, you're good.
If you if you're like not big into Scotch or you're like want to get into Scotch, that's a pretty good one because it like just kind of like boop hits you near the end there.
I'm
Man,
gonna make that jump though with you. I'm gonna say this is a Japanese because
Why
if
not?
I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Life is
wrong
short. Life is
a
short.
lot of
Come
the
on.
times anyway. So,
You're gonna be wrong 20, 25 more times. Yeah.
final thoughts on these 5?
Final thoughts. I got 2 houses in here, so
I have 3.
I have 2 house and 1 throat out. So this has been an interesting round.
So this reveal is gonna be pretty
This reveal is gonna be
pivotal.
pretty embarrassing. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for sitting down again, man.
Yeah, mate. It was great. I didn't even have to move.
Well, since we're not done with the Whiskey Advent Calendar, all I can say is see you next time.